LeBron James did not simply choose a new team. He forced the entire Eastern Conference to rewrite its plans overnight. Tyrese Maxey celebrated from a gym like he had just won a playoff game. Jaylen Brown needed only one. Hashtag VJ Edgecombe turned the announcement into a meme. And behind all that excitement was a much heavier message for the rest of the NBA. Philadelphia is no longer hoping to become a contender. Philadelphia is acting like its championship window is open right now. The move became official on July 24, 2026. After weeks of speculation involving Cleveland, Miami, Golden State, and several other possible destinations, LeBron announced that he would join the Philadelphia 76ers. He called it his last decision and admitted that he had seriously considered retirement. When the Lakers' season ended, that detail changes the entire meaning of the signing. This was not another superstar chasing the largest available contract. LeBron agreed to a 2-year deal, reportedly worth about $8 million, with a player option. He made nearly $53 million. During the previous season, the pay cut was enormous, especially for a player who remains one of the most valuable names in professional sports. LeBron explained that money was not driving him. Family was not driving him. At this stage, he said the motivation was still competition, sacrifice, and the chance to feel another championship. That is why the reaction inside Philadelphia was so immediate. Maxey posted a video from a gym, celebrating and repeatedly shouting, "What? What?" It looked spontaneous because it probably was. The guard who had already helped recruit LeBron was suddenly reacting to the reality that one of basketball's greatest organizers would now be sharing the floor with him. Jaylen Brown responded with "Throw Thebble up." For words, no long speech, no dramatic prediction, but that message fit Brown's entire approach since arriving in Philadelphia. Stop talking about what the roster might become. Put the ball in the air and let the season reveal the truth. VJ Edgecombe joined the moment by recreating one of LeBron's famous reaction memes. For a young player entering only his second NBA season, the situation is almost impossible to process. 1 year he is learning how to survive at the highest level. The next, he is preparing to share a starting lineup with the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Those were the clearest verified player reactions immediately following the announcement. And that point matters because social media quickly filled with supposed quotes, private opinions, and dramatic claims from stars around the league. Many of those reactions could not be authenticated. The real story does not need fabricated comments. Philadelphia's roster already explains why the league is paying attention. Start with the projected lineup. Maxey brings speed, pull-up shooting, and constant pressure on the rim. Edgecombe brings young legs, athletic defense, and transition energy. Brown brings championship experience, physical scoring, and two-way versatility. Joel Embiid, when healthy, remains one of the most difficult individual matchups in basketball. Now add LeBron. Not the version of LeBron who needs to score 30 every night. Not the version who must carry every possession from October through April. Philadelphia is betting on a different version of him. The organizer, the matchup hunter, the late-game decision-maker, and the veteran who can keep talented teammates connected when pressure rises. That is the basketball reason this signing feels more dangerous than a typical aging superstar move. LeBron averaged 20.9 points, 7.2 assists, and 6.1 rebounds during the 2025-26 season. Those numbers would represent a career year for many players. For LeBron, they were treated as proof that he had finally slowed down. But Philadelphia does not need prime LeBron. It needs a player who can see the second defender before the defender commits. It needs someone who can calm the offense when Embiid is doubled, create easier shots for Maxey, and put Brown in positions where he attacks a rotating defense instead of a set one. The biggest advantage may appear late in close games. For years, Philadelphia's playoff offense has sometimes become predictable when possessions slow down. The ball goes to Embiid. The defense crowds him. Teammates wait for a difficult shot or a late pass. Maxey can create speed, but playoff defenses work hard to force him into size and traffic. LeBron gives the 76ers another answer. He can initiate from the top. He can post smaller defenders. He can screen for Maxey. He can deliver the entry pass to Embiid and immediately cut into the space created by the double team. He can also take control of a possession without making every possession about himself. But there is one enormous question that player reactions and highlight edits cannot answer. Can this roster remain healthy long enough to become what it looks like on paper? That is where the excitement meets reality. Embiid's availability has defined almost every recent Philadelphia season. When he is healthy, the Sixers can look like a championship team. When he is limited or unavailable, the entire structure changes. LeBron is entering his 24th NBA season and will turn 42 in December. Brown and Maxey can carry major workloads, but the roster's ceiling still depends heavily on whether it's two most experienced frontcourt stars reach the postseason in strong physical condition. The signing therefore creates a strange combination of security and risk. LeBron can reduce Embiid's playmaking burden. Embiid can reduce the amount of interior punishment LeBron must absorb. Maxey can handle the pace and regular season scoring. Brown can defend the strongest perimeter matchup and attack without needing the offense built around him. In theory, each star makes the other's lives easier. In practice, every role will require sacrifice. Maxey has become accustomed to controlling the offense for long stretches. Brown is coming from a championship environment where he proved he could be a primary playoff scorer. Embiid has been the center of Philadelphia basketball for more than a decade. LeBron has spent most of his life directing every important possession. There is only one basketball. That does not automatically create locker room drama. Great players often want the same thing and willingly adjust when the purpose is clear. But the coaching staff must establish the hierarchy before difficult moments arrive. Who controls the final possession? Who becomes the first option when Embiid is unavailable? How many regular season games should LeBron play? Which matchups require Edgecombe in the closing five, and which require another shooter or defender? Those decisions will become NBA news every time Philadelphia loses 2 games in a row. That is the hidden cost of building a lineup this famous. Normal problems become national controversies. A quiet LeBron fourth quarter becomes an argument about his age. A difficult Brown shooting night becomes speculation about touches. An Embiid absence becomes a referendum on the entire championship plan. The 76ers did not only purchase talent, they purchased pressure, and that pressure will be felt beyond Philadelphia. The New York Knicks won the 2026 championship and swept the 76ers in the second round. They remain the team everyone in the East must measure themselves against. Philadelphia's response was not subtle. It added Brown, then LeBron, to a group that already included Maxey, Embiid, and Edgecombe. That is how a rivalry becomes an arms race. Boston must now confront the possibility that trading Brown helped create a direct conference threat. Cleveland lost the opportunity for a storybook LeBron reunion. Miami could not recreate its old championship partnership. Golden State's dream of pairing LeBron with Stephen Curry never moved. Beyond recruiting, rumors, and possibility, Philadelphia won the decision. Now it must prove it won the basketball move. That difference is important. Off-season championships are easy. Real championships require health, defense, depth, chemistry, and the ability to survive 4 different playoff opponents. The immediate player reactions showed excitement, not proof. Maxey's celebration tells viewers how much the opportunity means to him. Brown's message shows confidence. Edgecombe's reaction captures the surreal nature of a young player suddenly joining a legend. But none of them can guarantee that the season ends with a parade. The strongest argument for Philadelphia is not simply the number of famous names. It is the variety of ways those names can attack a defense. Maxey can turn a missed shot into a layup before the defense is organized. Brown can overpower smaller wings and punish switches. Embiid can force double teams from the post or elbow. LeBron can diagnose the coverage and choose which advantage matters most. Edgecombe can cut, defend, and run without needing 20 shots. Against smaller teams, Philadelphia can play through Embiid. Against slower teams, it can increase the pace through Maxey. Against switch-heavy defenses, Brown and LeBron can attack mismatches. Against aggressive traps, LeBron can become the release valve and find the open man. That is championship-level flexibility. The concern is whether the defense can remain connected over a long season and whether the older stars can handle repeated playoff pace. LeBron no longer covers every defensive mistake with athleticism. Embiid's movement may vary depending on his health. If the Sixers become too reliant on reputation, instead of consistent effort, younger teams will attack them without fear. That is why Edgecombe's development may become more important than the headlines suggest. He does not need to become a superstar immediately. He needs to defend, rebound, run, and make open shots. Young athletic players are often the difference between an aging contender looking impressive and actually surviving a 7-game series. Maxey's development matters just as much. LeBron's presence should not reduce Maxey. It should make him more efficient. The ideal version of this partnership allows Maxey to spend less energy creating every advantage and more energy attacking. Advantages that LeBron has already created. Imagine LeBron bringing the ball across half court while Maxey begins in the corner. Maxey sprints around. An Embiid screen. Brown cuts through the lane. Edgecombe lifts from the weak side. The defense must communicate through several threats before LeBron even makes his first move. That is not a normal late career destination. It is one of the most talented experiments of LeBron's career. The contract increases the pressure on the rest of the league because Philadelphia did not have to pay superstar money to add superstar intelligence. At roughly $8 million over 2 years, the deal is an extraordinary bargain if LeBron remains a high-level starter. It also tells the locker room exactly why he came. He did not choose Philadelphia to protect his statistics. He chose it to chase another title. Winning with the 76ers would create a final legacy achievement no other part of the decision could match. LeBron has already won championships with Cleveland, Miami, and Los Angeles. A title in Philadelphia would make him a champion with 4 different franchises and would end a drought stretching back to 1983. That is why this move carries more emotional weight than simply joining another contender. Philadelphia is a basketball city that has lived through the process. Devastating injuries, failed combinations, playoff collapses, and constant arguments about whether Embiid's era would ever reach the conference finals. LeBron is stepping directly into that history. He is not joining a finished champion. He is joining a team built to challenge one. That creates the most important twist in the entire story. The 76ers may have added the greatest player of his generation, but LeBron is no longer arriving as the unquestioned engine of everything. He is arriving as the piece expected to organize a complicated collection of talent. That may be the perfect role for him. At 41, his most valuable skill is not jumping higher than everyone else. It is knowing where everyone should be before the possession develops. Philadelphia has scorers. It has size. It has young athleticism. It has playoff experience. What it has repeatedly lacked is control when pressure becomes chaos. LeBron has built a career inside that chaos. The wider NBA reaction is therefore less about one social media post and more about what teams do. Next, contenders will search for bigger wings who can defend LeBron and Brown. Eastern teams will look for centers capable of surviving Embiid without constant double teams. Coaches will study how to keep Maxey out of transition and force Philadelphia's older stars to defend repeated actions. The first reaction was excitement. The next reaction will be strategy. And eventually, the only reaction that matters will come on the court. Philadelphia now carries championship expectations before LeBron has even played 1 minute in a Sixers uniform. Every loss will be examined. Every rest night will become a debate. Every strong performance will be treated as evidence that the league is in trouble. That is the reality of signing LeBron James. He does not join a story. He becomes the story. Maxey celebrated because he understands the opportunity. Brown told everyone to throw the ball up because predictions no longer matter. Edgecombe reacted like a young player watching his career change in real time. Now the Sixers must turn those reactions into basketball. They must protect Embiid without becoming afraid. They must empower Maxey without confusing the hierarchy. They must use Brown's versatility. They must develop Edgecombe. And they must manage LeBron's body carefully enough that his mind and experience are available when the season becomes most difficult. The move has already won the offseason. The real test begins when the noise stops. Do you believe LeBron, Embiid, Maxey, and Jaylen Brown make Philadelphia the favorite in the Eastern Conference? Or are health and role questions still too large to ignore?